Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 42nd episode, I believe.
Nice. Something along that.
It's definitely along those lines. I'm going to stop mentioning the number after this week. Just that way it'll be tracked on the thumbnail. I don't have to worry about it. So, it's been a hell of a week. And I don't think Will knows about most of this, but it's going to be a
Any
funny
of it.
one. Fantastic, even better.
I don't know about any of it because I have had a terrible week.
That will probably make this will probably make your week a bit better because it's amusing to laugh at idiots.
The only thing I know about this week is hot dogs.
Yes. So, to start with, we'll be going over Microsoft's decision to remove third-party accessories,
Interesting.
Silent Hill Ascension allowing live streaming viewers to actually vote on what a pre-rendered cutscene will do.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah. Bungie staff, sadly, 8% of their company have been let go.
Jeez, that's just getting worse.
Yeah. And Microsoft, sorry, not Microsoft, Modern Warfare 3's campaign. Oh dear, what a fucking shit show.
Actually,
All
none
I'm
of the
gonna
streamers have gotten early access to it, which is funny.
all I'm going to
Say,
say, it
yeah.
was supposed to be a 5 to 7 hour
Oh no.
campaign.
Oh
It's
no. How?
3 to 4 hours.
I mean, let's be honest. Speedrunners be like, "Ha, playtime? Never heard of it."
Exactly. With that being said, let's get into it. So, I'll do the usual and share my screen with you so you can take a look at what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Wait, why the fuck do I have a capture device? What does that feel like? No idea. Oh, so Xbox users suddenly started to receive a bit of a weird message pop up on their Xbox saying a connected accessory is not authorized. Using unauthorized accessories compromises your gaming experience. For this reason, the unauthorized accessory will be blocked from use on the 12th of the 11th, so the 12th of November, 2023.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What was the kind of controllers people used to use? I can't remember the name.
You know about the cheap ones?
They were essentially cheat controllers.
Yeah.
No, it's been that long since I played console. I forgot they were a thing until now. But like, you get what I'm on about, yeah?
Yeah. They were controls that basically were designed to
Like
help.
cracked, I guess.
Yeah. They
You call
kind
them
of.
like cracked controllers. Like they're gonna, I guess they're blocking those because I guess they essentially, in a sense, are kind of cheating if they give you an
Yeah.
advantage to another player.
I mean, they were originally used in such a way that basically would allow for them to, what was it now? You could like prevent recoil and shit like that. It was a real weird mess, but Mudahar or some,
Some weird things.
yeah, or some ordinary gamers, as he's known on YouTube, posted about this, saying between Sony's dumb decision of requiring online to install a piece of hardware and Microsoft's limiting options on
Wait,
consoles.
wait, 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 wait. What?
Oh, you not heard about the first part?
I
So,
hang on a second.
would you like me to cover that as well?
To update software, absolutely. I mean, how else are you gonna get the update? To install hardware,
Yep.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate for me here, sir.
Okay. Sony PS5 disc uh edition. Where is it? What is it? Disc add-on, I think it is. Ah, here it is. So, basically, they've decided to finally implement a little disc edition. So basically, you can just stick
Installing
it.
the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 Slim Disk Drive requires an interconnection.
Yes. So, what this means, mate, is that when they decide eventually, which they're guaranteed to do, down the line that they're going to shut the server for that, say goodbye to that working. The issue is concerning because it adds a new step that depends on the longevity of Sony's authentication servers.
Oh, nice. So yeah,
Pretty.
you're spot on. When they decide that they no longer want to do that, then
Yep.
anyone who's got the disc version is just, yeah, screw you.
Well, this is the thing. It's not for the disc version. So basically, you can, if you've got a regular PS5 with a disc drive, you're fine. But if you want to add the new little disc drive system, yes, you're fucked.
These things make no sense, man.
So yeah, that's where this came from. Um, Microsoft limiting options on consoles. It's a good reminder to embrace PC gaming. Linux is gaining ground in gaming at a rapid pace, and building an average system isn't going to set you back like it once did. PC gaming has problems, but at this point, it far outweighs whatever boon the consoles were going to bring. Only positive here is Xbox stopping Kronos users, unofficial keyboard and mouse, from cheating in shooter games. Still feels like a net loss overall. This bit turned out to be incorrect. Because it turns out Kronos, and I think it's Zemu, something like that, basically they use a official Xbox controller to authenticate and then cheat in the mouse and keyboard inputs.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So this whole thing that Microsoft have went through to put this on for Xbox is completely worthless and doesn't work.
Pretty much. It'll net them some more money though, because they've then people have got to buy official licensed equipment for Xbox.
If anything, it'll net the likes of Kronos more money because
Yes.
people who've had cheaper alternatives or maybe preferred alternatives are going to be forced to use certain brands such as Kronos if they want to continue quote unquote cheating.
Correct. So, remember I said that there was something a bit weird? This is it.
Is this the Twitch chat voting for what they do?
Yes. This is a real screenshot of Silent Hill Ascension. Anyone excited for this is completely out of their mind or just not aware of what it is. Spend money to vote on what weekly pre-rendered cutscene you get to watch on a streaming service. This is awful. Turns out, the voting is free. You spend money for a season pass, which gives you stickers and cosmetic items to post in the chat that clogs up the screen.
God.
I like what this person said. Pathetic. But yeah, this is it.
Jesus, man.
Like, what the hell? I don't even know really how to feel regarding this, to be honest with you. Oh. It's like, you know, those fucking...
It's sort of. Have you watched many streams on Twitch lately?
No, I don't watch
Do you
Twitch.
know? Do you know channel points on Twitch?
Yes.
So it looks like they're going to be incorporating that with the way that there is like some sort of currency there. Obviously not like anything real world wise, but it's like you might use your channel points to vote or something.
It just seems
Not
like
sure.
such a bizarre system. You want me to
I
tell
don't know what they're
you,
going for.
there's a game I've played actually that does use Twitch voting to
Yeah.
impact your game.
There's
Uh,
quite a few games that have Twitch integration. 7 Days to Die has it, man.
have you? I don't know how 7 Days to Die do it.
No, they have a version. Like the more you chat and stuff in
Yeah.
the on the channel, you gain points, and then you can use those points to like spawn in zombies, give buffs or debuffs, stuff like that.
Well, I used to play a game called Vermintide 2.
Okay.
It's I honestly love it. Basically, so based in the Warhammer universe. I'm not a big fan of Warhammer, but this game is 90% melee combat, so it's really enjoyable if you just want to fucking shred some shit. It's 4 player co-op, and you can have a good laugh with it. But if you stream, it puts a vote in the chat, and this vote will spawn the most. Either they can be nice to you in the chat, or they can be brutal. You can get some of the fucking greatest equipment ever to being slaughtered in seconds. And
Yeah,
I played.
that's
I
similar to the 7 Days. Like they can give you buffs and debuffs, or they can just spawn like 20 demolishers on you while giving you a slow debuff, and they blow up after 3 seconds, whether you activate their explosion or not.
honestly, it's just so much fun though. That's, in my opinion, those are good systems. This is like, them games that are like storybooks,
Yeah.
where you're basically just reading a story.
Where you're
That's what
not
that
really
feels like.
playing a game, you're just like moving through a set path for everything.
Yeah, it's like a choose your own adventure book,
Yeah.
except with show. So yeah, I don't know how to feel that is. This is one that I feel horrific about. So I'm going to start off reading this because this is the way I saw it, and I felt fucking horrific for them. This person posted on Twitter saying, I have permission to share the story of a former Bungie employee that was let go. This is heartbreaking. And these are the texts that we see. This morning, my off day, I'm thinking they mean day off, I woke up to a text telling me to make my way into the office for an important meeting. When I got there, the news had already been broken. It was a nightmare. People were crying at their desks, packing stuff up, and I checked my email and got the unfortunate news. I wasn't even told in person. By the time I left, my badge and everything had already been deactivated. I don't know what I'm going to do at all. I can't truly understand that everything was disabled and that they said, come into the office, you've got an important meeting that you got to take part in, and they get an email and that's it. No face to face, no
So they
interaction.
want to come in, just take their shit and leave.
Yeah,
So they didn't have to do it.
that is fucking scum. Through and through, that is horrific. The next one I got was this. Bungie laid off around 8% of staff Monday, or around 100 people. Sources tell Bloomberg 2 weeks ago the staff were told they were projected to miss revenue targets by 45%. Employees were galvanized to get things on track. Then came surprise layoffs. Sony's Bungie game unit cut 8% of its staff after Destiny player wilted. Sales at the studio were running 45% below projections for the year. Layoffs are part of a bigger revamp at Sony PlayStation unit.
So this isn't a case of their overall revenue, they lost money. This is a case of they didn't make as much money as they wanted to, so they're screwing people over.
Well, yeah, they were
Like,
running 45% below what they expected to earn this year.
yeah, what they expected to, but that doesn't mean that they didn't go net positive, which I doubt that they would go negative.
It's possible. Highly possible.
I I don't know.
Mm.
Without any details about it, it's kind of hard to say.
That's the thing. But at the same time, people are kind of skeptical at the moment because some people are under the impression this might have come down from Sony. Others are under the impression that it's Bungie themselves. But I then saw something that I thought was quite funny, which was someone turned around and went, "Ah, yes, Bungie," screaming and shouting how they wanted to get out from under the big bad corporations like Activision to then get purchased by Sony, which I've got to admit was quite amusing. Right, this is the last thing I have, but then I'm sure you and me can find some interesting topics to discuss,
Oh yes.
mainly to do with a certain headset type.
Oh yes.
Modern Warfare 3's campaign is a series low point, and Microsoft should take notice.
I mean, in my opinion, the game's been hitting low point after low point over the last years.
I'd agree. But when IGN gives you a 4 out of 10,
Ooh.
I think maybe you need to reevaluate some things.
You know what I can do? The one guy that I have subbed on. Yeah. This one guy I'm subbed on YouTube.
Yeah.
That I saw him playing the early access campaign.
Mm.
And that stream's only 3.5 hours long.
Yeah. I'm not sure this was exactly the narrative Activision thought would form when they released the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign as an early access bonus. Since then, there's been a lot of bad buzz about its length and quality. Playtime averages appear to say that 3 to 4 hours. It is likely to be the shortest overall campaign in Call of Duty history. And yes, it's obviously a series with a number of short campaigns. But the second problem is that it's not like it's a bunch of high quality content pressed together in a small package. It's also just not a very good campaign, as we see from both player and critic reviews rolling in. IGN just gave Modern Warfare 3's campaign a 4 out of 10. I still cannot believe that, but here's an excerpt from this.
Have Metacritic put up a score yet? Because that's what it's saying there.
You know what? That is a good question. Metacritic. Do we have a score yet? Nope.
Do they say anything about when they will?
TBD across the board.
Damn.
So yeah, we got bigger. Oh, we're starting to get some here, but it's still TBDs. Bit bizarre.
Well, it's not a great start with IGN giving them a low rating, so I
No.
have a feeling that they'll probably not do much different.
My feelings as well. Modern Warfare 3's campaign commits the biggest sin possible for a globe-trotting action thriller. It's boring.
You know what, though? Got boring about 5 years ago when it's the same shit over and over again, just in a slightly different era. As in, like, 10 to 20 years difference.
You know what? We'll talk about some spoilers in a little bit, and you will fucking go up the wall. And I'll put a timestamp on screen when we get to that point, so that we don't, ruin it for anyone who wants to play it.
Yeah.
What had the promise to be an intriguingly spun web of mysteries instead ends up being a dusty cobweb you'd find at the back of your shed, clinging onto 15 years old garden toys you once had fun with.
Jesus.
That has to be brutal. But look at that, 8.2, 6, 4.
Even 6 for Modern Warfare 2.
I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2, to be honest with you.
Wait, which one?
True. That actually takes me to what I'm going to talk to you about in a bit as well. I'll remind you of that ironic statement. So the 4 out of 10 is bad, but it's more about the trend line. The original Modern Warfare trilogy got a 9.4, 9.5, and 9 scores from IGN respectively. The new era trilogy got an 8.2, a 6, and now a 4. Things are effectively dropping off a cliff. The campaign reportedly lacks any significant Call of Duty single-player set pieces, the kind the series is known for, and some half-hearted attempt to replicate the controversy of No Russian that does not work at all. No, actually, they fucked up No Russian. And I will get into this, but that fucking annoyed me. I've not played this game, by the way. I refuse to spend 60 quid on a game that lasts 4 hours at most.
Yeah, that's tough.
I have to imagine that all of this has to catch the attention of Microsoft, who did not just spend $69 billion on Activision Blizzard only to have the quality of its signature franchise start nosediving. Well, yes, it's true that multiplayer / Warzone are the more important components of a Call of Duty game. No, they're not. Modern Warfare 3 very much seems like the $70 DLC that it is accused of being. Early reporting on what the series had planned this year was simply using an expansion of Modern Warfare 2, but it's very clear that Activision wanted that sequel number and full price. So here we are. But it's also it's so forced that the game is even categorized on PlayStation as being Modern Warfare 2 add-on and lacks a platinum trophy as a result.
What?
Fuck.
Bro.
Back in the early days of the Microsoft acquisition talks, there was reporting that one plan for the series was that it may start scaling back from being an annualized release, and that the support studios chained to that series may be freed to work on other IPs. But it's been a long while since we've heard anything about that idea, and it's unclear what Microsoft is thinking now that they finally have the series in hand. Whatever the case, Call of Duty needs to catch its breath at the very least. That much is clear. There's also a case to be made that perhaps COD campaigns just aren't relevant anymore, and they could be cut. There's been some experimentation with that already, but now in this case it feels like a bad 3-hour campaign may actively be worse than nothing. We'll see what happens next year.
Yeah, I think if they cut a campaign altogether, that's going to be really bad because how that post said that like Warzone and multiplayer is the main parts of Call of Duty, it's really not. When I think of multiplayer and then compare it to campaign, it's almost like it's two different games in one.
Yeah.
And for a lot of Call of Duty players, it is because whilst they rant and rave about the multiplayer and how much they play it, I would say a majority of players have also still went and played the campaign and probably enjoyed it for the most part, except evidently the last couple of games, given the ratings.
Oh yeah.
But it is just essentially like it's two different games, especially like the way everything works. Like at least from when I used to play Call of Duty, the way guns were scaled, like damage and usage wise, like it was all different between multiplayer and campaign.
Oh yeah, 100%. But this, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was it. Well, it's not uncommon for COD campaigns to be on the shorter side, 5 to 7 hours maybe, which is what it was originally announced to be. Modern Warfare pushes its luck at just 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's rough.
Modern Warfare 3 is a DLC, despite what the developers say. You need Modern Warfare 2 to even access the game in most cases.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, this was another big thing that Modern Warfare 2 had to be launched, and then you'd have to go through that to then get to Modern Warfare 3. Which is this.
So what if you don't
feature.
own Modern Warfare 2?
That's a good question.
Like, are you telling me you have to pay like 120 quid to play a 3 to 4 hour campaign in Modern Warfare 3?
I'm not sure about that, but I am telling you that you require 200 gigabytes
Jesus!
of space.
My God! For what?
Uh,
Evidently, there's nothing there from the reviews coming in. Where's this 200 gig going? Are you bit mining on my PC now?
shh, you're not supposed to tell them about that.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. Not supposed to tell
Holy.
them about that, Will. God.
Bro, that's crazy.
So, I said I was going to start basically with a spoiler one. So here it is.
Can we get a massive spoiler alert on screen? Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, everyone. Spoiler alert.
Everything from this point up until I'll say it'll probably last about 10 minutes, so I'll put a timestamp of when it actually lasts till on screen. Skip to there if you don't want to hear anything about the campaign, but fuck me,
Otherwise,
are we getting into this?
close your ears and cover your eyes.
Yeah. And go la 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 la. I can't hear you. Which, trust me, I wish I did when I was reading it last night. Right. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Will, did you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original series?
I'll be honest, I've basically not touched any of the Modern Warfares.
Ooh. Okay.
Main ones I've played are
Black
World
Ops.
War Black Ops 2.
Yeah, zombies.
They're the two games I played tons of. Campaign as well. I played the campaign a ton on both those as well.
Okay.
And then zombies on Black Ops 3. That's about all I've done with Call of Duty. Oh,
No
Ghost as
problem.
well.
I enjoyed Ghost, to be honest.
Ghost was sort of a standalone game though.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to run a bit of the story through to you, okay? So, in the newer Modern Warfare series...
Captain Price, and
Yeah.
Captain Price, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So, there was Ghost, Price, Soap, I forget the other fucker. Gav. Those
Gav.
were... Yeah, ironically. Ghost sounds like he's from fucking Doncaster. Honestly. Rough as out, sounds like he's from Doncaster. Fucking Price, Londoner, clear through. Soap, can't even remember. And Gav, about the same. But anyways, those are like the four people that you really know about. And
If his name's Gav, he's got to be British.
yeah, guaranteed he probably will be. But anyways, Soap is supposed to die in Modern Warfare 3, the original campaign. I mean, Ghost and I believe Gav, I could be wrong about the Gav bit, died in Modern Warfare 2, the original series. And this was because General Shepard betrayed you and killed them to get what he wanted. Which led into the end of Modern Warfare 2, which was an amazing sequence, by the way. You were chasing Shepard down to kill him to get revenge for your team.
Yeah, is that the one where you throw a knife at him? While he,
Yes, that's the famous scene.
Yeah. I know quite a lot of it, even though I've not played it, but I just don't really remember it all. It's
So,
so long ago.
Now we'll go on to what happens in the new one. Soap is the only one who dies. He gets shot in the head, fumbling for a gun from Makarov. He's the only one dead now, so Ghost is still kicking, and so is Gav.
So essentially, it's changed the story a bit.
Yeah, it's changed the story a lot, actually. No Russian is no longer the airport massacre scene. No. Now you play as some woman on an aircraft for 5 minutes who kills a couple terrorists, gets caught, has a suicide bomb strapped to her chest, and gets blown up in an aircraft. That's no Russian. They fucking slaughtered the baby that was no Russian.
Ah, I see.
Like, everyone, it doesn't matter whether you love the game or hate the game, that scene was fucking impactful. And they basically just went, yeah, let's take it outside and shoot it in the back of the head. And then...
Sounds like a good time for everyone involved, dude.
And then we get to the best part. So, the end of Modern Warfare 2, Price makes it very clear that he's coming after General Shepard. From what I can understand, General Shepard is not in Modern Warfare 3 at all. And then, in the credit sequence, a mid-credit sequence appears, and it's literally just Price in a room with General Shepard, shoots him in the head, walks off. You don't even get to do it.
So it's not even part of the gameplay, it's just a random cutscene at the end.
Yes. In the mid-credits.
What?
How can you fuck that up? The way my friend keeps describing it is, it's Modern Warfare in another fucking universe, another timeline. It's like, that's fine and all, but why? What's the fucking point? And I was like, I can't find a point. It's just angering. Its entire existence is pointless.
I'm just sort of going through the stream this guy did. Just sort of having a nosy.
Oh, here it is. It's 2 minutes 37 seconds long. I hate adverts. So I'm just gonna hold that there. There we go.
Do you want to share the actual app so I can hear it?
Yeah, sure. Let's do this shit.
He was the best of us.
Fucking hell, the audio's horrific.
The toughest. He'd have fought the world barehanded.
Why do the graphics of their clothes just look like a mesh on a mesh? There's no actual detail. It's just like color, like a bland color.
Yeah.
Sleep easy, soldier.
The other thing,
See you down
Like-
range, brother. We'll take it from here.
in the original,
Rest
Soap
in
was
peace,
killed
Johnny.
and had to be left. How the fuck have they got him cremated and found time to scatter him? I get it's a heartfelt scene, supposedly, but is it? Really? Ah.
And then it cuts to Shepard? Yeah.
Hello, Shepard. He looks different, but still looks like a cunt.
We're gonna get copyrighted for this.
Doubtful. It's gameplay footage.
Fair.
John,
General.
how did you get in here?
Mutual friend.
Laswell. You're better than this, Captain.
We both will.
This job is about making sacrifices for the greater good.
Agreed.
You got a body count of your own, John. It'll come back to haunt you. Oh, I am not gonna beg for my life. Not from you or anybody else, Captain.
Wouldn't do you any good.
So I guess he is briefly in Modern Warfare 3.
Very briefly.
So yeah. There we have it. The shitstorm that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I'm sure most people have skipped about 10 minutes of that. Oh, my anger. My anger is not enough. Anyways, Will, as we said, we'd try and discuss something a bit further. So, shall we discuss the thing with the headsets?
Absolutely, sir.
Where would you like to start?
Wherever you fancy.
Okay. Bone Labs made me feel motion sick on my VR for the first time ever.
I mean, has it been a while since you've played?
Oh yeah, since
Yeah,
you
that's
last
why.
jumped on with me.
It takes some readjustment, but you get there.
No, it's more the aspect that I was having to sit on the floor because I was in a go-kart. Yeah,
Bro's just spinning around the place.
I was. I was. It took me 6 minutes on my first lap, and then took me 40 seconds on the second.
Jesus, what the hell did you do in the first lap?
I flipped the car
Oh god.
while
Of
in
course you
VR.
did. Lovely.
Now, just take under the instance, I'm sat normally.
Yeah.
In the car, I'm sat upside down.
Yeah.
There's never been anything that's fucked with my head quite as much. But, honestly, getting back into VR has been such a time.
Absolutely.
I've been having a hell of a time with it. But that worked out. I've not played it since you and me were last on together.
Coincidentally enough, neither have I.
I mean, no shit in your instance. Though I did get a new VR game recently.
Yeah, what's that?
The Break-In.
The Break-In, is that thief one, or is that different?
It is. The one that you can play on both PC and VR.
I think I can see where this is going.
I mean, it does seem like some good fun. You know, breaking into people's houses, stealing their gaming PCs, launching them out of windows.
Can we take the gaming PC from the game into real life so I can have a decent PC? Is that an option?
That'd be great.
Wouldn't it just? Pay
Well,
$12.79 for the game just to get a fucking 3K PC out of it.
A hell of a time, yeah. Fucking yeah, let's do it. What I find funny though, there's actual fucking people that talk about they just genuinely steal people's car and stick it in the back of their car.
I mean, anytime you've mentioned this, it's they steal the car and then they get a bigger van to steal the person as well.
Yeah, someone knocked someone out so that they could steal the people. I remember that.
Okay, there's a screenshot of the game. I'm on the story page, right? There's a screenshot of, like, the goal. Steal the marked documents box. I guarantee you, if you and me play that and we get that, let's just steal that one thing. We will steal every single item that is not the documents box and then steal the documents box.
Yes, guaranteed. We need to play this.
Absolutely. Oh, we can just carry a safe, because that's, logical.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, 200-ton safe. Here you go. All right, grab this with your other hand. I know you've got the car in one hand, but you got another hand free, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, about 7. My name's 7-Hand Bob.
Okay.
But no, I think that will be a hell of a game. Right. Select your getaway vehicle. Anything from a bicycle to a stolen police van, and load up with gear like hammers and rocket boosters.
Apparently, cops are... Like, the moment there's cops, the game's over, basically.
Is it?
Because there's no way to avoid them or anything, because there's not really any stealth. A lot of people just say it's scuffed, yes, but it's like a great game. Which, one comment: I love stealing this stupid guy's car.
But in all
legal
fairness,
home invasion practice.
You gotta think though, Will. This is us. The game can be as scuffed as it fucking wants to be. We are more scuffed.
Comments. I love stealing. I love picking up cars and putting them into my car. Robbed this man, chucked him in my truck, and sold for 20 grand. Can't complain. Just as a reminder, pilots use VR simulation to train for flying.
I like it, but I'd like it a lot more if we could transfer money between... that's not too funny.
the best basketball people simulator.
But really, though, the game is very
I mean,
fun.
on the front page before you like click on the more reviews, there's only not one that says not recommended, and that's just really the cops from the seams of it.
Yeah.
Like there's no stealth essentially, and once cops are there, there's no way of getting rid of them. You're essentially screwed. But everything else is positive and just absolutely funny as fuck.
So, would you like to hear a couple of reviews I found here?
Go on.
This one dude had a bear statue in his house. Now he doesn't. I stole a baby.
Well, I tell you now, right? For us, it's gonna be this one dude had a house. Now he doesn't.
Yeah. Accidentally kidnapped a guy and never looked back. Never looked back.
Rory,
Yeah.
have you seen games that this game is similar to?
No?
First one is similar to Payday 2. Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Makes
get
sense.
that.
You can play it in VR, it's seeing things. The other game is similar to for me. Grounded. Where, you know, you get shrunk down. You're a child, you get shrunk down to the smaller than
Yeah.
an ant and has to survive in a backyard. Very similar.
I think this guy's review does a better similarity, though. Phasmophobia, but the ghost got tired of haunting people and started robbing people instead. We locked a guy in his room by knocking a fridge in front of his door while he was getting drunk. And we stole his other fridge, his flamingo, his bench, his phone, and his router, while he couldn't do anything about
Right.
it. Yeah,
There's a zipline gun.
I've heard. I've seen that, yeah.
And if you go up to where like there's the little gifs of the game and pull it down further, there's the third one. They're on the zip line. Oh, it seems a little weird the way you climb it.
That's not for VR, that's for PC.
Oh, okay.
Because it's PC and VR crossplay.
Are you sure? The keyboard and mouse controls then give VR non-VR players the same level of control as VR players. Okay, so the hand animations is really weird.
Yeah.
I take it we could still use it though.
Yeah, we can use it. It's just we don't have the little like cross, popping up.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was real confused. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Though.
Because it's crossplay, they're trying to make it so that PC players could do the exact same stuff that VR players could do.
Yeah.
Which
Makes sense.
it's a very good idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Will, I believe you now own this game, right?
Why?
Just check your inventory and whatever.
Oh.
Oh,
Slight problem.
what?
I've already purchased it myself.
Just deny it. It just sends me the money back. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not even give me the notification yet.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'll see if I can prevent this. Let's see.
Once it installs, which will be in a moment, I will just exit Steam and then reopen it. It'll push it through and I'll decline it. Don't worry.
Don't worry, Will. I can manage the gift and cancel the gift. There we go.
Perfect. Fucking
Done
rude
it.
bastard.
Heck, you and your giftness.
Sir, that's so rude.
Wait, they've had a new update. September 5th.
Yeah. Boats and clothes.
Rather than boats and hoes.
No, I think just boats and clothes, right? Like,
Yeah, I said rather than.
no. It's nothing to do with that, right? It's just boats and clothes, dude. Like,
Wait,
relax.
why is there a guy hiding with a lampshade on his head?
Because it's like Skyrim. You just put a bucket over their head, and they can't see you.
No.
Except it works the other way around. Now you put a lampshade on your head, and they can't see you.
There's a guy with a lampshade on his head, crouch. It just says, lampshades are the ultimate show of dominance. By remaining perfectly still and projecting the perfect kind of energy, you can convince a resident that you are, in fact, a lamp.
So hang on.
TTP.
If we are walking around, we're holding a lamp in our hand. We just hold it over our head while walking around. They're not going to know the difference, right?
Hopefully not.
They're just going to think we're a sentient lamp, like we're a toy in Toy Story or something like that. And they're just used to it.
So, yeah, I think I know what me and Will have now got planned. We're just going to fuck with people.
Just what we do
Someone-
best.
Someone robbed, like, the entire house, put it all in the van, and then proceeded to leave the bathtub, a fan, a deck chair, a plant and a table with 4 garden chairs, 2 flamingos, a plant, and a barbecue just outside, so it looks like they've got a little house set up, and that the garden's just the pathway.
Rory,
Yes.
should we rob everything from one house and just put it in the neighbor's house?
Ooh.
And
like
then,
this
oh
idea.
my god, look what we just witnessed. They just robbed this guy. My phone has just came through with a notification saying I have a gift.
No, you don't.
You received a gift from a friend. Can I accept it? What does
That
it
would
say
be a
if I click on
glitch.
it? Let me see. Oh, it just takes me to my inventory for some reason. Sure, that makes sense.
So, Will, would you like to talk a little bit about your VR game?
I mean, it's fairly obvious what I've been playing. It's
Oh,
hot
yeah.
dogs. But honestly, man, if there's been a game that I would recommend to literally anyone that's playing VR, it would be Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades, or shortened down to HC VR, because that's a mouthful to say.
Yes.
Because, as I said to you earlier, anytime I play that game, if I go into like the take and hold missions, where you get like random things given to you, and like you go through and get tokens to buy more weapons that are random gen as well, depending on like the kind of weapon that you buy. Like majority of the time, I'm still getting a new weapon that I've not used.
Which
Don't
is
get me wrong,
insane.
like I still obviously I come across a lot of weapons I have seen, but it's every time it's a different experience as well because I'm using different weapons.
Yeah.
And they're like constantly updating that game, man. Like they're still
Oh, I
adding
know.
new weapons like all the time.
Mate, October 14th, they implemented Quest 3 support.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
They've also, since I last played, I think there's two new like map things you can go into now.
Yeah,
I'm still
pretty
basically playing the same things. Like I go into like what, two things mainly. I go into the one that's like got all the garden pots and hot dog stands to shoot.
Yeah.
Just because it's like if I'm chilling, just like sort of checking out some weapons, or I go into like the main take and hold one, where you go around fighting the actual hot dogs that are fighting back and have to complete the objectives,
Oh,
just
yeah.
for all the random gen stuff and all that.
Makes sense.
It's just fun.
Yeah, 100%.
It's easy. It's like there's nothing complicated about the game either. Like you grab a gun, you put the magazine in your in one of your pouches, you click in the joystick while hovering over it to make it unlimited ammo, and you just go around shooting things.
Yeah.
And the take and hold stuff and all that, there like are actually like modes, and you're not meant to have unlimited ammo, and you can do that if you want to actually like try and go for a score. But honestly, it's just inconvenient having to run around trying to get ammo the whole time. Like the whole reason I play it is solely for the fact that I can just sit there shooting things the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And not have to worry about things like that.
Oh, of course, mate. Of course. I'm just taking a look at my VR, to be honest, just making sure things are working with it.
Just had a thought, Rory.
What's up?
Last time we talked about VR, we realized Arizona 2 is coming out. Oh, it is out.
It's out.
It's out already. Yeah, it's available for purchase anyway.
Damn.
Oh no, coming December 7th.
Ah.
So you can
Hold off for a
pre-purchase
little
it.
longer.
It didn't say pre-purchase in this section thing, so
Might have to
but yeah,
hold
that's
off.
definitely going to be something that we need to check out.
To be honest,
you,
I
you
mean...
can get a dog. There's a dog, Roy.
Yeah,
He's
I
holding
saw.
a zombie arm. What? Is that his tongue? Okay, it looks a bit buggy looking at the dog, by the way.
Yeah, I can see that. But to be honest, mate, it might be worth you and me, you know, because not many people do play VR games, just like pretty much fucking mainly. And that's the main games you and me play together.
Yep.
It might be worth us occasionally just uploading some like gameplay of the game. Like if we went back through after the fall and did like a fucking let's play through it all.
Okay, the deluxe edition for Arizona 2,
Yeah.
you get a lot of like zombie skins. So the dog looks like a zombie. You can have zombie hands. You can have a duck charm. Oh, Roy, it's worth it already. And for some reason, the screenshot behind the deluxe edition is a zombie with a grenade in his mouth. So I'm kind of confused about that. I hope that's going to be a thing we can just do normally. Can we just go up and grab a zombie by his head and shove a grenade in there?
Maybe.
And then, like, kick him backwards?
Maybe. That would be fun. But this would be another game that I think we should definitely play through.
Oh,
And
for sure.
you know, I'll just
Um,
fucking throw on the recording software, and it's something to upload midweek for us.
I would imagine we're probably gonna want to get the deluxe edition because the first Arizona had what 3 DLC missions, was it?
Yes.
So it would definitely
Do
not
we
only save a bit of
get?
money, but means we would have access to them straight away.
Is there any DLC here? 'Cause it
Yeah,
doesn't
there's the
mention
deluxe
any.
edition.
Undead Buddy Companion, Flesh Hands, Weapon
I'm looking
Charms.
now.
I don't.
I'm just seeing a lot of exclusivity for it.
Yeah, I think we might have to wait for the DLC to come out beforehand. But yeah, I definitely do think this will be a game that we sit and play.
Co-op mode makes its return, obviously.
Yes,
I think actually, if I remember correctly, when I played single player, I think there's like a couple. Now it's not a lot by any means, but I'm fairly certain there's a couple little bits that were cut out when you played co-op.
Oh,
I might be wrong, but I swear when I was playing it, just a random memory that came to mind because I couldn't tell you now if it's actually the case or not. But it feels like there was 1 or 2 things that might have actually been a bit different
gotcha.
from playing single player to co-op, which makes sense because I think there's probably like some scenes that are
Yeah.
like if there's 2 people, it won't make any sense whatsoever.
No, I get that. I've actually not played the first one, not fully.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I played it a lot. I'm kind of bored of it.
I've never played it once.
Really? Do you own it?
No.
Yeah. I'm surprised you never got it.
I got recommended it a lot, but at that time, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners came out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of like on a back burner because it was one of the older games at the time. But with the new one releasing, I reckon that might be my time to jump in. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be the plan of action.
Well, I can say from the first one was brilliant. It was good fun, especially considering like it was one of the first like earlier games as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, like obviously it could have been a lot better in certain ways.
Yeah, since the text.
Some things were a little finicky, and as you and I have an issue, no manual reloading. But still fun and a good experience. So
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping anyway that 2 will just be like an improved version of 1 with plus new content,
So
which
that
would
may
be
great.
awesome. And hopefully it's nothing like Survive.
Yes.
Cough,
Fingers
cough.
crossed. Fingers fucking crossed. Because since you and me have last played that game,
Yeah.
there have been a total of, I think, no updates. Oh wait, no, 1 update, 2 update.
1.
Oh right, yeah, 2 updates.
Crossplay. There's crossplay and friendly fire option.
And then a hotfix.
Wasn't it just like it was default on?
Yes.
And now there's an option to turn it off. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's an update.
That's an
okay.
update. 2 updates if you count the hotfix.
Well, apparently there's a July update and a May update that were major updates.
I don't even see that. I see the November one.
July update 1.0.7.
Oh mate, you've missed the one above that. These are in 2022.
Oh right, yeah, you're right.
You and me played December 2022 last. So that means even the November.
There's no updates since then.
No.
Actual updates other than
the crossplay.
Crossplay and friendly fire.
Yeah. So Survive basically it's fucking died.
That's shit, because it could have been such a good game, but even if it like felt good and like the melee wasn't kind of crap, to be honest, like you could just go to that shack and just get infinite stuff at every level you went in. All you had to do is find that shack.
Yeah, but there just wasn't enough to do.
No, there wasn't, and every mission felt repetitive. Like there was very little difference.
And you can tell that a lot easier when it comes to VR.
I think the only thing we enjoyed in that game was the first mission we did where we had to get the gas cans, the propane tanks, and we kept blowing them up. And then by the time we blew them up like 100 times because they would respawn back at the objective location, we were running around with melee and find out that everything broke after like killing like 3 zombies, which was really stupid.
And we eventually just got really, really bored of it.
Yeah.
So with that, we ended it.
Not a great game.
No,
Could have
5.1
been.
hours.
Could have been good.
It could have.
Yeah.
It's even more sad when you think about it, because the game's actually rated quite high.
Is it?
But I don't see how. 83% positive out of 1,546 user reviews. So yeah, a bit lost in that regard.
Yeah. No, not great.
But anyways, with that, we'll call this episode here, if that sounds good to you all.
Absolutely, sir.
Well, we thank you all for watching, as always. We hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And we will see you all next time. Bye for now.
Absolutely. Expect some crazy stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Have a good one, guys.
Catch you later.